Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave of the day, and today we're going to be using Stirling's Autumn Glory. Yes, it's a wonderful scent. They got that kind of loamy, a little bit of citrus in there, but got that loaminess to it. It's like vetiver and all that scent going on. Man, it smells really good. I likes it. Likes it a lot. Good old Autumn Glory. And we're going to be using the second use of the Wizamet Iridium Blades with the Merkur 34C razor. Going to be a good combo. And then we'll follow it up with some Stirling Autumn Glory. There we go. Got it open. Smells good. Like this stuff. There we go. Good old Autumn Glory. All right. There's a affiliate link down below to the Razor Company. If you need anything, just click on the link and a little bit kick it back goes towards me for our giveaways whenever we get to the next level. It's really small. It's right now nothing. Pretty much. All right. So, how's your day going? I'm tired, boss. I'm really tired. Oh, man. After 2 years of not working out, I finally got back to working out again. Did it start this morning. Man, I am weak. I am very weak. As Drill Sergeant Kim said in basic training, "You're all weak." I was like, yes, I am. Oh, man. I wish I could be as strong as I was before I went to basic, but no. Yeah, so let's say before I went to basic training, I was always jogging, lifting weights, and working out all the time. Lean, mean, fighting machine, It's like, yeah. After spending all my years in playing rugby, then collegiate level rugby, and then getting done with college and continuing the workout programs just so I could stay in shape. And then I went into the Army. It is hard. I forgot how hard it is not to be in shape. I noticed the other day when it's like, maybe I should get off my ass. I've been sitting around too long. Took a jug of milk. I was like, damn, that's heavy. Jug of milk shouldn't be heavy. What the hell is wrong with me? I really noticed it. I went to the Menards and bought some stuff because I got to do a little yard work and flower beds. Do some work on those in the off season while there's nothing growing in them. Get them prepared for next spring. Basically, I take bags of soil. They're about 40 pounds a piece, and then I take some sand and then some coconut husk type stuff. Mix it all together into a mixture, and for the flower beds. So it's a little bit of new life added to it, and it keeps it aerated a bit. So it kind of composts down. And there's a bag of manure in too. Composted manure. But I did that all the other day, and it's like lifting up, like, damn, this stuff's heavy. What the hell happened to me? It's like, there used to be a time when I could take a 100-pound dumbbell and just go, and just lift it around like it's nothing. Now it's like 20 pounds feels heavy. And I was doing my workout this morning. Started off with a shoulder workout. Started off with 10-pound dumbbells. And was like, whew, feel the burn. Like, damn. I shouldn't be feeling the burn on 10 pounds. Damn, what the hell is wrong with me? And it's like, well, I haven't worked out in 2 years. I probably lost about 30 pounds of muscle mass. Because I was, let's put it this way. 2 years ago, I was benching 315 with no problem. I could rep 215 for 10, 12. Just like it was nothing. I didn't go any higher weight than that because it's a little harder on the joints nowadays, especially this shoulder. But when I was how was I? 16. Yeah, I was 16 when I dislocated this shoulder in a football game. Sacking a quarterback, wrapped my arms around and then slammed, and it came down on, and my arm was underneath him when it came down like this, and then someone came down on top of me, and it's like, I heard this popping sound. I was like, "Arr!" Our arm came out of socket, and I'm like, oh. And they got me over to the sideline, and the coach just looks at me and goes, oh, you're dislocated? Yeah, okay, give me a second. Here, kind of look that way, like this, and he grabs my arm and goes, I'm like, like, oh, okay, now take off your pads, and wrap my arm up. How you feel? I was like, not bad. He's like, then get your ass back out there. Like, okay. Oh, never even went to the doctor for it. Like, and then my collarbone right here is like sunk, is like right here. You can see how much of it's dislocated out. It's like right here, it's flat across, and here you can see like how much of it's like it's popped out like that from that. So yeah, not good. But I'm gonna say on my 40th birthday, I put up 505. You know, bench 505. Yeah, I was a meat slab. Let's put it that way. There were guys that were, I remember working out. I had some workout partners. And then there's other guys that worked out with us the same time every day. And practically, it's like, well, I worked out 4 times a week. But with weights, and the other times were jogging and that type of deal. I always did my cardio too. I wasn't walking, I was jogging. Keep the fat off. And these guys are like, man, I wish I could lift 315. Well, it can take you a while, but you can do it. And it was always a motivator for these guys. It's like, come on, you can do it. Come on. And I like their strength and conditioning coach too. I'd always use them as my spotters and stuff. I had guys that were, when they first started, could barely get push up the bar itself. The bar is 45 pounds, and they were like, and like, come on, let's do it. And I just worked them through it, and heck, some of these guys by the time they were pushing up 2 1/4, and they were like, oh man. I was like, thank you. No problem. And then when I re-injured my shoulder in 2009, I wrecked in an ATV race and re-injured this shoulder, so I was out for about a year before I could get back into benching really heavy. I could bench. It was painful, but that's when I put the limitation of nothing more than 315. When I get past that, and it started hurting. So I was like, nah, I gotta quit that. No more heavy weight. Things you gotta do. Yeah, I could, some of these guys were like, put 315 on the bench, and like, and I get it up, I was like, yeah, all right, good job. And then I said, and I'd be over doing my shoulder presses with free weight on the bar, and I had 315 on. I'm like, dude, I put my head, and they're like, how do you do that? It's like, I've been working out since I've been like 13, 14 years old, years. This is not something that happened yesterday. This is many decades, man. You just stay with it. Once you got it, it's easier to keep it than to lose it and then try to get back. even though your body does have memory and muscle memory, so it is easier to recover said, because it just takes effort to bring it back, but it's a lot easier. Plus, it's like after so many years, how your body works and what it would take to bring it back to work the levels you want to. And man, today I was burning. I was like, "Oh, this burns. A couple more. Oh my God, that burns." Feel the burn. And what the heck's the name of the program? I got an app that's on my phone. I can't remember. Maybe if I remember to put it down, but there's an app where it tell you what kind of workouts, muscle groups you want to work on. And the app will tell you what exercises to do. Man, it's like back in the day, it was like you spend a lot of time reading magazines and stuff and just experimenting, trying to figure out, what works. And you always say, oh, there's Frigno, you got Columbo, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I've met Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's interesting. You'd think when you see him in all these shows and movies, he's a big man. Ouch, that freaking hurt, the pain. Just whacked my elbow. He'd be, like a 6'5", 6'6" type of guy with big, bulky guy when I met him. No, he's not. He's not that big. He's just short, kind of he's about 6 foot, I think. But he's just a little bit taller than I was. 6'1". I think he's 6'1". I think he's just a little wee bit taller. Which was kind of funny. It was like, I had to meet him at my wife's school because he was the physical fitness guy for Bush Sr., President Bush. And he was going around the schools and motivating kids to get exercise. So he comes over there with my wife, and she's like, hey, you can come. We get to bring some individuals. And she knew, because I was a big fan of Arnold. And always wanted to meet the man. And so I was there, and I remember, it's like there was, I used to spot Dan, who was a power lifter. We're talking huge. He's about 6'5", 6'6", big guy. And I seen him just deadlift and squat, 750, 1,000 pound, man. This guy is huge. He's a beast of a guy. I don't know if you know, it's like Game of Thrones, the mountain, the big guy that's huge. You see him in all these videos. He was about like that, big guy. And I remember him walking into the gym, and he's like shaking hands, and then all of a sudden he comes right up to Dan. He's like, a look on his face like, holy crap, type of look on his face, and he's like, hey, they shake hands, like, type of deal. Like, man, I always love it. One day, this was unrelated to Arnold, but I just happened to be subbing in the building that day, and had a bunch of kids who were talking down to Dan. He's like, you're just a big fat guy. You can't even do push, because he's trying to make him do push-ups and everything. And you can't even do a push-up. Oh yeah, I can. I'm like in the door going, yeah, you can, because I was just happened to be on my break. I wanted to go see if he needed anybody this week to help spot him. And we don't believe you. You can't even do a push-up. So he gets down and just he cranks out 100 of them. He was like, no, I can't do one. Like, yeah, he was like funny as hell. Big guy. Man, he had his car. He was that big old Cadillac. Old Cadillac, you know, the big land boats. Because he had to have something big enough to fit him. He'd put the seat all the way back, and he looked like he's in a toy car. You know, it's like. I don't know if you watched that season of Reacher, the big guy that was in there. What the heck's his name? He'd be about like that, you know, like big dude. Like, all right, let's double check this. Oh. Right there. Sometimes you miss the spot. Sitting there yapping about the old days. God, what year was that when I met Arnold? It had to have been like 93, maybe? 92? No. 90. Yeah, I think it was like April 92. Somewhere in there. Something like that. It was way back. Oh, man. Yeah, I can tell I did a hard workout, so my hands are kind of quivering. The muscles are really fatigued. I'll be tomorrow going, oh, I can't even lift up my razor. I'm stuck like this. I am crippled. Oh, yeah. I must get to the chopper to get rescued. All right. A little bit of burn here and just a bit right there and right here. Not bad. Smells good though. Ooh yeah. Oh, pine. There we go. It's like fir kind of scent too. Smells like a South Carolina pine forest. It smells like Fort Jackson. Yep. Digging in after a rain, after digging in the ground, digging a foxhole. Smells like Fort Jackson. Yep. Brings back memories. All right. So that's the shave of the day. Brought to you by Stirling's Autumn Glory. Good stuff, man. Like it a lot. Then we had the Wizamet Iridium blades with the Merkur 34C razor. Nice little combo. Got the job done. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.